But honestly, it'd be really annoying if your Pokemon could be poisoned and fall asleep at the same time. They should do that in a future generation. Come up with, like, status ailment combinations. Like, oh, this attack inflicts a combination of poison and sleep. It damages you while you sleep. Or, I guess paralysis and sleep would be kind of useless. Oh no, paralysis cuts your speed in half. So it makes you slow, and it makes you unable to attack for a limited amount of time. Poison and burn would be deadly. It not only cuts your attack in half, but drops your health drastically. Anyway, that's just an idea of mine. But welcome to Parfum Palace. Ugh. Honestly, Kalos is supposed to be based on France, I get it, but honestly, all this glint and glamour and glittery crap, I don't know. Anyway, let's enter. Although I do like the addition of superiors on the gates. That's pretty awesome. I do like that. What? $1,000 per person? What a ripoff. You see, the owner of the palace follows the school of thought that you can never have too much money. This is how the rich get richer. Yeah, plus there's nothing of interest inside the palace. The funds go to maintenance and whatnot. And then he adds, probably. I always laugh when I read that line. But now we can open, or the gates open, and we can go inside. And the best part is, we never have to pay again, so if you want to go ahead and revisit this place, and I don't know why you ever would, personally, you won't have to pay again. What's this? Where is it? Where could it be? I lost my lucky penny, I'm just kidding. My Furfrou. My beloved little Furfrou has disappeared. We should help look. Yeah, whatever. I don't like Furfrou, but whatever. So yeah, we got Bisharp statues, a Milotic statue. This leads the way into the garden, but I think there are a few items we can pick up around the palace. Not a fan of this palace. Too fancy. You know, this might be stretching it a little bit, but does the design just above the door looks a bit like a Frillish? Of course, that's probably just my imagination, but it does look a little bit like a Frillish. I do love Frillish. So sad they weren't brought back in this game. Items? No, there are a few items in the palace though that you can get. Nothing. This leads outside to the balcony, but we don't go there just yet. We will need to, though. Looks like a dining room. You know, do the people give you items? I really should talk. The view from the balcony is stunning. It is, actually. It is. Oh, there is a Pokeball right there. Cleverly disguised in front of the fireplace. It's an amulet coin. Let your Pokemon hold it, and when it gets sent out into battle, you'll automatically get a large percentage more of the money, of prize money, basically. I did not do a good job of explaining that, did I? You need a pretty amazing king to build a palace like this. Meh. Garden parties. Nothing wrong with a garden party. Any items around here? Nope. Nothing in there either. Was it just the amulet coin? I can't remember. Don't try to sleep in the king's bed. It's illegal. That... I want to say that was a terrible joke, but I can't help laughing at a pun that bad. Okay, I have a really bad sense of humor, folks. Okay, now if you take a look at the statue over yonder, you can see a Golurk, an Eevee, and a Palpitoad, which I think is really cool. I'll have a look in the back. Alright, I think this is where all the items are. Oh, and just, let me look at that. Reshiram. Little homage to Black and White. Thank you. A Pokemon that helps those who seek to build a world of truth. Yes, just like Volantes himself in my Pokemon fanfic. An antidote. Fun. There's an item in here that you can get. An important item, actually. But, you know what? This, this, garden pattern thing, it looks a bit like a Solrock, in my opinion. That's just my take on it, but... Okay, there's the Furfrou, which I'm not gonna rescue just yet. First, we're gonna get this Super Potion. And I think there's a few TMs to get in here as well. Nope. Yep, right there. And I got cut. It's not a necessary TM to have, but you can use it to get some pretty cool items. Alright. There's Furfrou. Alright, now this part is kinda tricky. We have to lure the Furfrou into the dead end. Okay, now where's Furfrou? Furfrou's right there. So if I tell Shauna to stand right here and wait, I'm gonna try to lure Furfrou toward her. Go up there. Now, I think we go over here. Shauna, you wait here. I'll circle around and cut off the Furfrou's escape. Classic hunting techniques. Oh, my dear Furfrou, my beloved Furfrou. Could you be the two responsible for my Wonderfrou reunion with my dear Furfrou? How Wonderfrou indeed. It's marvelous. Simply marvelous. That's over the top. My Pokemon and I are reunited. Our bond has been... I can't finish that with a straight face. Maybe Furfrou would have been better off if we hadn't found it. Yeah, I'd hate to have a trainer like that, too. Oh yeah, Reshiram's here. Let's see if we can find Zekrom. Bet he's over here. Yep, there's Zekrom. The Kalos region and the Univers region must have been in contact with each other. Pokemon statue near the entrance is Reshiram, and this statue is Zekrom. Yes, the flagships of Black and White. The wonderful Wyvern, Reshiram, and the dreadful dragon, Zekrom. I don't know. I'm trying to make an alliteration here. But yeah, Reshiram definitely my favorite of the two. I have black, my sister has white. It seems that whenever we get whenever new Pokemon games comes out, my sister and I coincidentally want to get the separate games. Like, I liked Y. I wanted to get Y because I like Yveltal, and then she wanted to get X because she likes Xerneas, and it was the same thing for Ruby and Sapphire, Diamond and Pearl, Black and White. I don't know. I wonder if the trend will continue next generation. How do I go in? There we go. There's the balcony. See, look, you got a pleasant view. Look, the one in the top right. It looks like a Solrock from here. I wasn't imagining things. And then we got Pokeball statues, Dratini statues, and of course Reshiram and Zekrom. Awesome. And now, the closest thing to romance we've had in the Pokemon games since forever, actually. Yeah. Closest thing to romance we've gotten so far. Hopefully we'll get a bit more in the next generation. Okay, the sun hasn't really set yet, so I actually think the whole display is a lot more impressive when the sun's a little lower in the sky. But I think it's pretty low right now. Much better when the sky is blue when the sun's high in the sky. Aw, how cheesy. And that was my Wonderfrou fireworks show for my Furfrou. Why is your speech bubble all zigzagged all the time? I assume you're satisfied with that. I almost forgot, the Pokeflute. Please be nice, buddy. If you're gonna have a butler, at least treat him nicely. It's common courtesy, folks. Be polite, even to your butler. Or maid. Or both. I don't know. Always return what you borrow. That's very important. Yeah, like you were gonna return it if we hadn't showed up. That may be so, but... Mr. Butler... Do you know anything about Mega Evolution? I remember reading a book on that subject in the Palace Library. It had something to do with what you now call a trainer holding a mysterious stone high and making Pokemon evolve even further. Also, it's not much, but I would like you to have this. Wow, thanks. See, I like this Butler. He's great. Protect blocks opposing Pokemon's moves, but if you use it many times in a row, the chances of it not working increase. If you excuse me, I shall take my leave. Thank you, Jeeves. Oh, what's the name of Batman's butler? I forget. Damn it. Ah, that stinks. I forget his name. We'll stick with Jeeves. Anyway, now we have the Pokeflute, so we don't have to stay in this palace for even a second longer, which is great. Too much gold. My eyes hurt. Too sparkly. Alright, now, there are 3 paths you can take back. There's this one over here, there's the main path, and there's this one over here. We're going to be taking this pathway first.